has its own knowledge base in which we then learn from. Nobody can change the purity of truth in that knowledge base, but people change it in their heads. And when it comes to the lowered self and who you're taking direction from, influence from, in your lowered self, for instance, the higher self, if self feels let down by someone, they say, I feel hurt by that. The lowered self feels that same hurt from the same experience, but instead turns angry in the animal instinct to survive that hurting because that person doesn't know how to deal with it, doesn't trust and believe in itself enough to know it can work its way through it. So itself needs to control the circumstance. So it does so with anger. And the angry person's wisdom, the wisdom of the spiritual pedophile, you people have been programmed to call the devil. The devil is an influence, just like God is our influence of life. The spiritual pedophile's influence is pedophilic. It is the opposite and opposing force to the same emotional truth and its belief making. The spiritual daughter born from in the purity of that truth is the spiritual daughter's emotional truth of self to the uniqueness element of that self. Okay, it's the white people that are mostly in trouble because we are the reason why this stolen seed of God was allowed to stay inside us. So we might have life and the same life of his other children, which are God's, but we have to earn that. So emotional truth does not form into a belief immediately. We need the Christ consciousness, which is intellectual wisdom of the emotional truth in purity form. Intellect asks emotional wisdom, what's up? What does this mean? What depth can you take me to for me to then ask the Father of truth, which is our logic, the masculine element, in how to proceed with our emotional truth. So he does that after, in that oneness element with emotional wisdom in purity form of truth, asks the Father of light and logic. It's all pretty simple, right? What does this mean to me, and how am I going to know myself a little bit better? And then we know ourselves better. We trust and believe in ourselves better when there isn't any interference. Compromised children now is all children, not just colored people. You can see now how they're going after the white kids. Fuck that. Holy fuck. And you're standing by, yeah, let it happen. Let the pedophiles sexualize the hearts of children. It's okay. Because the TV told me to. Like, that's why, you fuck. You're sexualizing lowered self. I'm angry, but I am hurt. That hurts. Shit. It hurts me to see that. How you're allowing, even if they're not pedophiles at first, they turn themselves pedophilic, and as pedophilic, to emotionally manipulate your child's heart and sexualize the child's heart. That's what striptease does. You sexualize the person's heart in who you're performing for. Fuck, man. Maintain that, and you'll be held accountable like every other pedophile is held accountable for doing the same thing, attacking the spiritual children born in the immaculate conception between self and life source. You're fucking with the wrong elements, bitches. I fucking promise you. And when this committed evil who put this into play disappears, because they're being removed, you're going to be left having to clean that fucking mess up, and you're going to clean it up. Hopefully. If not, you're going to be fucking taken and never reincarnated back here ever fucking again for the next 1,000 years. I don't know what happens after that, but I do know that we get 1,000 years without wicked evil.